Jerron Lightfoot, the 20-year-old who pleaded guilty to 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter in Jackson County, learned his sentencing today. Fox 4's Lexi French is live outside the courthouse. Lexi.
Yeah, Crystal, 20-year-old Jerron Lightfoot was sentenced to 10 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections for both counts of involuntary manslaughter. However, Lightfoot will serve that sentence concurrently, meaning he'll be behind bars for 10 years for his actions on February 15th, 2023. On that day, Lightfoot was driving recklessly by speeding nearly 60 miles per hour over the speed limit and running a red light, causing the crash that killed Kansas City, Missouri police officer James Muhlbauer, a pedestrian, and the officer's canine. In the courtroom, the judge talked about how embedded the concept of time was in this case and in evidence, how every person in the room felt devastating impact of that day, saying it was deeply concerning how fast Lightfoot was driving and ignoring stoplights, traffic signs, and commands.
And all that I see, how much it has impacted you and how much it lives with you. I don't expect that today anything I do takes that away. But I do expect that as we sit here and as you, a person who's experienced now this kind of loss and the cause of this kind of loss, that behavior has to change.
Lightfoot has been on electronic monitoring for about the last year or so, and that will be counting towards his time served. We spoke with Officer Muhlbauer's wife, Cassie, after the sentencing. She says her family is satisfied with the outcome. They're going to just continue to live day by day. Our team coverage of this sentencing will continue with Fox 4's Kelly Peltier. She was in the courtroom this morning when Lightfoot addressed Officer Muhlbauer's family.
It was an emotional morning here inside the Jackson County Courthouse. Both sides of this case visibly still reeling from the events of February 15th, 2023. It was a packed courtroom filled with family and friends for both Officer James Muhlbauer and Jerron Lightfoot, including KCPD Chief Stacey Graves and other officers. The judge heard statements from both the state and defense from the events that happened that night and the months that have followed. The state showed surveillance video that was captured by a nearby business showing the moment Lightfoot's car T-boned Muhlbauer's patrol car, sending them off the road and into pedestrian Jesse Eckes, who was killed. Evidence shows Jerron's car was going 89.7 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour speed zone that was at Benton and Truman that night. Muhlbauer's canine Champ died on scene. We heard victim impact statements from Muhlbauer's parents, wife, and stepdaughter, all asking for the maximum sentence to be handed down before family and friends of Lightfoot's asked for a minimal sentence that didn't include prison. Before the defense wrapped up closing arguments this morning, Lightfoot made a statement of his own, apologizing and taking full responsibility for his actions, even asking the family to one day forgive him if possible. In Kansas City, Kelly Peltier, Fox 4, working for you.
As the criminal trial wraps up, there's also a civil suit underway. Lightfoot had also been involved in a wrongful death lawsuit where he agreed to a $100,000 settlement with the Muhlbauer family, according to court documents. Eckes family also settled a wrongful death lawsuit against Lightfoot.